It shouldn't shock you that the world has become evil, more demonic, more selfish, entitled, and narcissistic than ever before. And as a result, normal, empathetic, sensitive people like you and me struggle to just live a normal, peaceful, healthy life because we are surrounded by that evil and so much more bullshit. And if you are sick and tired of bullshit and want to level up through truth away from such evil people, join my free community, the No Bullshit Society. The link's in the description and the pinned comment down below. So, if the world is full of evil people, what exactly does that mean? In very simple layman's terms, we celebrate evil as a society, not in a demonic, satanic way, but in a more subtle way. What I mean by that is lurking in the shadows, wolves in sheep's clothing, and the more brass and abrasive and controversial things are, the more the evil rises. What was once seen as very provocative, of a sexual nature, too extreme, we now celebrate in society. What we saw as really disrespectful, rude, we now celebrate through TV shows, through lyrics and songs and so on. The people that we were taught to dislike are now idolized, and we idolize them. And we look up to them and say, damn, I wish I was as confident, as ruthless, as dangerous as that person. It's a ripple effect. It has seeped into our very being, our very souls, and our day-to-day lives. Something as simple as going on a date. There's evil there. Something as simple as the work you do, and for whom you work for, and who you work with. There's evil there. Something as simple as a Thanksgiving Christmas meal, or a meal with friends and family. Lurking in the shadows. There's evil there. People have had more time, especially the last few years, to really reflect, but not in the way you think. When we reflect on how can we do things differently? How can we improve? How can we level up? How can we not make the same mistakes again? But evil doesn't work like that. Evil works very differently. Evil says, how can I get ahead of you and punish you in the process? How can I destroy your happiness? How can I get it taken away from you? How can I wish bad fortune upon you? How can I just watch you suffer and laugh in the process? We say that we've overcomplicated simple things. Relationships are more overcomplicated than ever before. Dating, for sure. But that is because of the evil. Nowadays, people are so afraid to commit, so confused as well, that one minor flaw or red flag or minor issue and people run the opposite direction. And of course, you need to do that against narcissists and toxic people. But what about when it's you? What about when you show vulnerability? What about when you give a shit? What about when you open your arms with love and you're met with rejection? That rejection was demonic, was evil. That rejection was so harsh and brutal. You could build a life with someone for years and then they just drop you like yesterday's newspaper and go move on to something or somebody else or nothing at all. People are more selfish and entitled than ever before because that is the evil seeking in. They can see other people acting selfish, not making an effort, not showing up, and they say to themselves, not they should do better and hold them accountable. They say, well, if they can do it, why shouldn't I do it? We are not far away, not exaggerating here, from people stealing and thieving more than ever before. They're already doing it now, and these people are not necessarily on the breadline or suffering financially. They steal for the sake of stealing. They thieve for the sake of thieving. It gives them a thrill. It excites them. And especially when they do so from those who they secretly hate. Once you truly learn the definition of envy, you will understand that that describes today's modern world. Jealousy is, I wish I could have that. It's inspired me to do so. I feel bad about myself that I don't have it. Envy is, I hate what you have. I hate what you've achieved, and I wish it's taken all away from you. This is the reality that we're dealing with here. This is the problem. These are the people. And like sheep, through social media, through WhatsApp, through socializing as such, these ideas, these stories, these situations spread like wildfire. And the narcissism and the entitlement and the evil spreads easily as well. A married man will hear about how some guy in the community has had an affair and left his family and is with a younger woman. It would never have crossed his mind to even entertain doing that himself. But now the evil has been planted into his head. The seed of doubt, thinking, am I wasting my time? What am I putting up with? And then suddenly he leaves his family. I know he's very easily manipulated and weak-minded, but that's the power of evil. And of course, a woman could do the exact same thing to her man as well. Well, she's got divorced. She's living her best life. Why shouldn't I? No regard for her children. No regard for the husband. She just gets up and leaves. I said that evil is everywhere you look. And there is no more evil place than the current workplace, which is more competitive, more undermining than ever before. And I'm not even talking about a sales job. I'm talking about your standard corporate 9-to-5 office job, admin job, hairdressing, whatever it is. There is no camaraderie anymore. There is no teamwork. People are out for themselves. Someone in my community very, very bravely said, I thought my colleagues were my friends, but I was very much mistaken. They are out for blood. They will throw you under the bus because money is not the rule of all evil. You're mistaken there, but the pursuit of money is, which leads me on to the next point now. People are doing whatever they can, however they can, to earn a buck. Why? So they can look like they're wealthy. Why? So they can show off. Why? So they can spread more evil and hate in the world. Why kill yourself in your job when you can deal drugs, where you can sell pictures of yourself or videos online, nude or whatever? Why do this? Why not scam people? Whatever it is. But it's going to get you rich, and it's going to get you rich overnight. And that's what it's all about. And it doesn't matter how you get there. And it doesn't matter what you do. And as a result, you sell your soul for the pursuit of money. But it's not the pursuit of money, it's the pursuit of trying to look wealthy to inspire hate and jealousy and envy in other people, to compare with others. And there's no greater example of that than social media, where everyone is lying, fabricating the truth, and fabricating who they are in order to one-up each other. It's an endless cycle of one-upmanship which never ever ends. So, there's evil everywhere you look. There's evil in your workplace. There's evil in your relationship if you're not careful. There's evil in society. Where does it leave those who are sensitive, empathetic, caring, holding on to a world that was very different? As much as you want to save it, as much as you want to be the martyr, you are not the Messiah. So stop that straight away. And secondly, it is not your world to save. The only world you can save is your own. The only home you can save is yours. The only environment you can save is yours. Whatever evil you allow into your world is down to you through poor boundaries, through poor self-improvement, through a lack of awareness, and so on. If you're banging your head against the brick wall constantly and getting the same results, that's down to you. Your home, your life, Your energy, your aura should be your haven. Even if you're not religious and you don't believe in, heaven and hell and so on, this still applies. There is evil out there. And if you are not careful, you may open your door to evil and allow it to sit in your front room. You must protect yourself. And the best way to do so is to become aware, is to work on you, build your confidence up, and recognize what is truth and recognize what is bullshit. And if you're sick and tired of bullshit, join my free community where we have these conversations. We hold each other accountable. There's no evil there. And we level up through truth and live a truer, better, more peaceful life. It's free to join. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. And I will personally hold you accountable, as will everyone else there as well, because we're all on the same path. So, let me ask you a question. Do you agree the world has become evil? Perhaps the world has always been evil. Perhaps the world has progressively got evil the last couple of years especially, or a certain point in your timeline. Whatever you think and feel, I want you to do me a favor and share your thoughts in the comments below. Share where you have protected yourself from evil or want to learn how to do so. Because here's the amazing thing. When you do that, somebody in the comments will read your story, read your input, and be drawn to it and relate to it and actually say, that's just like me. I've been where you've been. Oh my God, that makes sense to me. And that epiphany, that truth, that awakening will leave this world less evil and more positive and healthier. So please share your thoughts, share your comments down below, and inspire one another and be kind to one another in the process, because there's enough evil in this world. We do not need evil and stupid toxicity in the comments, because I just won't allow it.